Oops. Okay, hi everyone. Hi. Let me check if you guys are streaming. You guys can hear me. Hi, hi BL. Hi Dash. Can hear you okay. Okay, cool. I'm checking from my phone. Oops. I'm checking from my phone because every time I pull out these slides, I can't see what's happening in the background. Okay, yes, I know I wasn't supposed to take you guys today. I said my last webinar last week was supposed to be a last, but I think today will be the last. So I'm officially going into my maternity on the start of June, so maybe I might catch you guys for the next few webinars too. We'll see. I don't know if they'll schedule it for me. Anyways, welcome everyone. Trying to check the live chat. Hi Otaiku, hi Richard, hi HMH, hi Jack. Welcome again, welcome once again, everyone. We're going to do a live analysis session today. Today's webinar is brought to you by IC Market. The whole point of this webinar is to help you guys improve in your trading and to grow your trading account. Hi, hi Tuan. Hi. Okay, so I know last week we had a little bit of issue with YouTube. I was told that you guys could hear me, but the video wasn't streaming very well, or there was a lag or something. I'm not sure what was happening last week. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, so I'm looking at YouTube myself, and the stream. Hi, Joanna. The stream looks pretty good actually. Like when I'm saying something, I just roll my office chair away to go and grab like a wet wipe, and I can see myself rolling away on YouTube on my phone. So I think the lag for today would be much better. Okay, looks like the streaming today is good. There's not much of a delay, maybe like a 10 seconds delay, which I think is actually very normal for YouTube. Okay, I think last week we had like a 1 minute or 2 minutes delay, and then my voice wasn't aligning very well. Hi, Julian. Okay, so disclaimer, you guys know how this works. Any information I share with you guys in this webinar should not be construed as trading advice. Please take this as educational. Please take this as this is not signals group. Okay, don't take this as financial or investment advice. This is not a forecasting group. Please know that any information we share is not directed at residents in any country or jurisdiction where such distribution or use would be contrary to local law or regulations. Okay. Other than that, risk warning: trading CFDs and forex, especially if you are trading on leverage, carries significant risk. It doesn't matter. You can be trading for 10 years, 20 years, half your whole life, whatever it is, or you can only be trading for a week. The risk is the same for everyone. Okay, so don't over leverage. Don't do what you're supposed to do. Okay, don't do things you're not supposed to be doing, because you might lose more than you ought to be losing. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Bob. Okay, cool. Everyone cool the disclaimer, right? This is the most important page. This is the most important page. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to look at my phone to see how many seconds delayed we are today. Okay. Okay, honestly, not too bad. It's really a 10 seconds delay today. So I clicked my page, and 10 seconds later, it moved on YouTube, which is good. Yeah, which is good. So, introducing your host, for those who don't already know me, my name is Cassandra. You can call me Cass, some of you call me Bob. Right? Tuan is like, pray that YouTube is kind to us today. Let's hope it stays this way. Yes, Mark. I love how I see like so many of you regulars here. Like, you guys know that YouTube does this every single time, and you guys are still back here. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me, honestly. Okay, so for those who don't already know me, my name is Cass. I am an external analyst and a prop trader here at Everest Watching Group. We're an award-winning research firm based in Singapore. We're also part of the Forex Army. Okay, so we're the finalists for 2019, 2020, and 2021. Actually, 2022 as well. Okay, I just haven't updated this. I didn't see a point of updating the slides because I'm going for maternity leave soon, right? And I thought last week was my last week with you guys. Anyways, we are the finalists for the best Forex and equity research. Our team consists of CFA, CMT, CFTE accredited traders. What that means, it basically means these are very hard certifications to get, and we have it. Okay, so what we do here is a lot of forecasting and research, well, back testing and research. Okay, what we do is, with the information that we've collected, we regularly advise banks, brokers, hedge funds, and financial institutions on where we think the markets are going. And of course, you guys here on this webinars. But then again, although like today's a live analysis session, please don't take this as a signal or a forecast. Please take it as me trying to show you how I get to my conclusion of finding a setup. Okay? That's the whole point of this webinar. Hi, Shashel. Other than that, Everest Watching Group have developed a range of cutting-edge indicators and EAs over at the Forex Army. I think some of you already have those indicators. Okay, so me personally, I am a prop trader. I've been trading for quite a while now, for a few years now. So I am a funded prop trader. That means that I took a few tests from these prop firms, passed it, and then now I'm funded and I get profit splits with them every time I make profit from trading. Okay, so how I did that is to pass their test. Their test is not that easy to pass. It's a 8 to 10%. You have to do 8 to 10% profit within the month, okay, without having a drawdown of 5%. So sounds simple enough, but few thousand traders take this test on a monthly basis. I think it's 3,000 to 4,000 if I'm not mistaken, or is it more than 4,000 people take this test on a monthly basis, and only less than 2% of people ever pass this test. So I'm one of those less than 2%. And how I did that is by using technical analysis, which I will show you like parts of how I use technical analysis to find my setups. Okay, so please ask me if you have questions on technical analysis. Hey, hi Jamilu. Hi Mauro. Okay, please ask me if you have a question on technical analysis. If you have questions on fundamental analysis, please don't ask me because I really cannot help you. Honestly, I would not be able to help you. None of my trading requires fundamental analysis. Okay, so other than that, this is basically a checklist that we use. Okay, there's only a 5 seconds delay. I'm really happy with the stream today. I'm super happy. There's only a 5 seconds delay. Okay, this is the checklist that we use here at Everest Watching Group to kind of come up with our setups. So the first thing we do is look for horizontal levels. Then we look for trend lines and channels, any chart patterns, any dead crosses, any natural moving averages, stochastics if there are support resistance levels or any divergences, correlations where we compare one pair to another pair to find like higher probability trades or to strengthen your confidence with a setup. And then from there, we look for either a breakout or a reversal. Okay, so if you guys want to take a picture of this checklist, okay, sorry. Then again, we're on YouTube. I keep forgetting that these YouTube live sessions are recorded. If you guys just need this, just scroll back to, how long are we in now? We are 10 minutes into the video. Just remember, at 10 minutes, there's this checklist that is very useful. I still use this checklist as well because it is helpful. Sometimes, sometimes you're doing analysis and you do forget a few things. Okay, so Q&A, if you have anything to ask me anytime throughout the webinar, you can just ask me throughout the webinar. We don't have to do this 20 minutes Q&A session because I think I'd rather spend that 20 minutes on the charts. Okay, so thank you from IC Markets. I'm gonna go head to TradingView now. And hopefully the stream stays strong. Okay, cool. Very nice. There's really, I keep counting. I'm so paranoid with the lag from last week. Okay, so far so good. Only 5 minutes delay, 5 minutes lag. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys is, okay, because I already did a few analysis today, so I'm gonna try to share what I came up with. I'm not gonna like start all over because I only have like, by right, today's my last webinar with you guys. I don't know if next week they call me up last minute again, but if they don't call me up last minute, this should be my last webinar with you guys. So I think I want to cover more charts with you guys. So I already did analysis on gold this morning. Okay, looks like I deleted the analysis. Okay, never mind. One is gold and the other analysis that I did was USDJPY. So I'm just gonna quickly share these two first, and then we can start with today's session of like whatever requests you guys have. Oh, by the way, thank you for those who reached out to me saying they wanted to send me baby stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can we look at USD CHF later? Yes, we can. I didn't do analysis on USD CHF yet, so yes, we can do that later. USD JPY. I did USD JPY and XAU USD today, so I'm just gonna quickly run through what I've gathered. Okay, this is not my analysis for USD JPY. Okay, this is my analysis for USD JPY. So I feel like USD JPY is a buy. I'm just gonna run you guys through my thoughts of why I think it's a buy. Okay, number one, it's moving above this very nice uptrend. Did I start lagging on YouTube? Okay, I didn't start lagging on YouTube, did I? Guys, anytime you guys feel like I'm lagging, please let me know, okay? So that I can find a solution. I know what the solution is already. It's actually to move closer to my Wi-Fi, my modem. So I don't know. I think I have very strong Wi-Fi, but apparently moving closer to the Wi-Fi helps. Yeah, it does look a little laggy already. Just let me know if We were doing so well. Okay, anyways, USD JPY, I think it's a buy because number one, let me run you guys through my thoughts of why I think it's a buy. It's at an overlap, horizontal overlap support. Okay, on top of that, there's a 23.6. Okay, a 23.6. So you guys know when there's confluences, there's a very strong overlap here. There was a breakout, price is pulling back to that overlap, and just nice, there is a trend line moving very nicely in that overlap. Please, can we look at AUD USD if not covered at the end? Okay, cool. Yep, Joanna, we can. Yes, my last webinar because I am going for maternity leave. I am very heavily pregnant. I'm about to pop in a few weeks. Okay, so yes, so there's a bit of confluence happening in this area. It makes me want to buy. On top of that, I pulled out like things like Ichimoku, the DMI, everything is showing as a buy, as a buy. Okay, one thing that I don't like about this USD JPY is that when I pull out the RSI, right? When I pull out RSI, I actually notice that there was a bullish divergence. Okay, I don't know if was it the RSI or was it stochastics. Let me pull it out. Okay, so by right, price is supposed to respect nicely, just like the charts, right? So the charts is moving nicely in this trend line. So by right, it should also be moving nicely on the trend line on the RSI. Okay. Thank you, Dash. Okay, so okay, guys. Guys, give me a sec to tweak the settings. I'm starting to see a lag once again. Okay. So there, I'm starting to see a lag happening. So just now we were at 5 seconds. When we were just doing an introduction, it was like a 5-second delay. I'm now seeing kind of like a 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute delay now. I think it's 30 seconds. So let's just hope it stays at 30 seconds, because 30 seconds is still bearable, you know. But like anything more than this, you guys gonna have to give me like a few minutes to tweak the settings and then maybe try to move my location closer to the Wi-Fi or something. I don't know, but not looking better and some problems in voice. Okay, cool. Thanks for bringing that up, Amar. Guys, give me a sec to tweak the settings. I'm starting to see a lag. Okay, give me a sec to like change some stuff and then I'll come back. It's gonna take less than 2 minutes. Okay, guys. I don't know if this will help, but hopefully it helps. Uh, can you turn does it help to turn off the video of yourself? I don't know how to do that. You guys can probably hear me walking around. It's because I don't know how to mute myself and I don't know how to turn off the video. Okay, it's it's because for YouTube we're using OBS to stream this on. And trust me, I already watched like a lot of like introductory video on it, and I still don't get how to improve this. I still don't get how to improve the video, and I find I just gave up because, of course, I thought last week was supposed to be my last week with you guys, so I didn't even bother looking for a solution. Okay, but anyways, hopefully this is better. Okay, hopefully this is better. So my thoughts on USD JPY is that a lot of things are showing like buy, a lot of things are like pointing to the direction of a buy. Okay, please ignore my guitar in the background. I had to like change locations. Okay, so that's that. My only concern is the RSI. Okay, so if I pull out stochastics, for example, it doesn't show me a bearish divergence. Okay, it's only RSI that is showing me the bearish divergence, so that's totally fine. Like basically, what I'm saying is that for USD JPY, there are a lot of things pointing to a buy, but only one thing pointing to a sell, which is the RSI divergence. So I don't know if you guys want to consider this trade or not, but if you do want to consider this trade, just know that the RSI divergence, there is a RSI bearish divergence that is showing a sell. Stochastics isn't showing any kind of divergence, so that makes me kind of happy. If like I see two kinds of divergences on stochastics, I would totally just abort this. But because I only see one divergence, I think there's still a chance for this buy. So if you guys want to consider this, this is a very good setup. I think it's the risk to reward is okay. In the event price really just bounces from here, the risk reward will be about 1 to 3. Okay, it can be anywhere from 1 to 3 to 1 to 4. Okay, depending on where you put your stop loss as well. If you want to give yourself a bit of breathing space. Thank you, Otaiku. Okay, so the thing is, if you guys want to take this trade, just know that like like for example, 10 things are pointing up, then there's only one thing that's pointing down. Okay, so if you want to take this trade, just consider that. Okay, oh, sorry, I shouldn't even say if you want to take the trade. Remember, this is not a signals or forecasting group. I'm just showing you guys my train of thoughts and how I got to this conclusion of this buy. Okay, so that's that with USD JPY. Let's go back to XAU USD. Okay, I actually already did analysis for this. I think I went and erased the entire analysis, so now I have to redo it. I can't remember my train of thoughts anymore. That's why I always tell you guys to leave notes on your charts, right? I always say like to put support resistance, put like trend line, and put notes so that when you come back later on, let's say you are going to go out to a cafe with your friends, or you're going to have family dinner, or you're just going shopping, or you have a meeting to attend. Once you're done with all like doing your life stuff, once you're done with that, you come back and you look at your charts and you know what you were charting and you know your own train of thoughts. Okay, so right now I'm looking at XAU USD. There's nothing on it. I can't remember anything other than that it was a sell. I remember that it was a sell, but there was two bullish divergences. So I guess we have no choice. I have to rechart this thing again. Okay, let me just quickly rechart this and then I'll run you guys through my train of thoughts. Okay, nope. I remember trying to draw that channel as well. Okay, there was a tiny channel here. Yep, this is what I remember drawing, and then I highlighted a few support resistances. This one right here. I know I'm going to get another one later when we go into this 4-hour time frame. Okay, that's all the information I want to be using for the daily. I'm going to go down to the 4 hours. Okay, first things first, I'm going to move the resistance down because that resistance is too far from current price. So it's not really relevant to like what we're trying to get at, okay? Actually the resistance that I used was here. Yeah, this was the resistance that I was using. Okay, I remember my analysis now. My sell was around this area. Okay, I'm going to quickly put a sell entry here. I'm going to quickly put a take profit here. And my stop loss maybe, if I'm giving myself breathing space, I'll put it on top of this swing high, right? Okay, I'll put it on top of the structure here. But my style of trading, you guys already know my style of trading. I like to use super tight stop loss because super tight stop loss means super good risk to reward, okay? Super good risk to reward, but there's a high chance of getting wicked out. So if you guys want to be safe, put it at 2025 area. If you want a tight stop loss, 2014, 2015 is a very tight stop loss, and you hope that when price gets here, it doesn't wick you out. Okay, you hope that it doesn't wick you out, but remember the safer stop loss. The safer stop loss is obviously on the higher part. He broke the channel, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go through about that channel break in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna run you through my train of thoughts of why I initially thought it was a sell. So on the daily, right, the daily time frame, actually, if you look at the structure of the charts, okay, it looks like it's making higher highs. Okay, it's making higher highs. Can you guys see this? Making higher highs, and it's making higher lows. Okay, so the trend that I have established on the daily is definitely an uptrend. Okay, based on the higher high, higher low rule, then equals to uptrend. Okay, so I would say on a longer term, gold is going up. But on a short term, if we go down to 4 hours, right? If we go down to 4 hours, we can see this little trend line happening here. Okay, we can see this little trend line happening here, which is suggesting that gold is going down. Okay, it is suggesting that gold is going down. So that being said, I think that gold is on a long-term buy, but a short-term sell. So I don't think it is short-term sell as in, I don't know how long it will last. It's more like a retracement. So on a long-term buy, it's retracing or like doing a pullback. And right now we're in that pullback stage. So if this was Elliott wave, this would be wave 2 and wave 4. Okay. If this Elliott wave, this would be wave 2 and wave 4. So depending on how you draw your trend line, you could do anything from this to this. Just remember that trend lines are always supposed to be, trend lines and channels are always supposed to be, I'm going to get rid of this channel already. Okay, because the whole point of me even plotting the channel to begin with was to show you guys that it is moving in an uptrend in a bigger time frame. Then there was a breakout. Okay, so that breakout is where we're at now. we're going to try to play that breakout. We're going to wait for a pullback first, a pullback, and then a breakout. So my train of thought says, why do I think it's going to pull back until this area? Why not right now? Why don't I get in a sell right now? Okay, because number one, I'll tell you honestly, there is a possibility price might just reverse right now. Okay, price might just reverse right now, but then I'll tell you why I think it's not going to reverse right now, because there is also a resistance in this area. Okay, you guys see how price came here, reversed, came here, reversed, came here, reversed, came here, reversed, and came here, reversed. Okay, and then when it came to this part of the structure, price stopped respecting this area already. You can see how this price is just cutting through this resistance. So because of that, I don't like that this resistance isn't strong enough to hold up price in this area, making me think that this is not where price is going to reverse off. I was just about to say that YouTube is doing so good again. And then I'm looking at my phone now and I'm lagging. Oh, okay. I would say there's a 30 seconds delay. There should be a 30 seconds delay from the time I actually finish explaining something to the time YouTube displays it. It's 30 seconds later, okay, which is good. Okay, 30 seconds is better than my voice not aligning and all those other stuff. Okay, so I don't think this is a good area to enter for a sell. I think price would probably try to go higher, and then from this area, I want to enter for a sell. Okay, so I'm gonna run you through my train of thoughts why I'm more confident of this sell entry than that earlier one. Okay, number one, there is a horizontal overlap here. Okay, so I always tell you guys that everything you do in trading has to have reasoning. Okay, so nothing in trading is like emotional. There is nothing emotional about trading. There's no like, oh, I feel like gold is going up. I heard from my friend gold is going up. There's nothing like speculative. Everything we do in trading is factual and it is logical. So if I want to get into for a sell at 2004 area, I need to have reasons why I think 2004 is the magic number to get in for the sell. Okay, so why I think it's a magic number. Sorry, out of breath. Why I think it's a magic number, it's because number one, there's a horizontal overlap. So I'm going to write down all my reasons for the sell. Area, okay? I said area, not the exact number. Okay, number one, horizontal overlap. Number two, a line, horizontal overlap that lines up with the descending trend line. Okay, I'm gonna have way more reasons in a while. Okay, I need to just show you guys what my other reasons are. I remember when I did this analysis this morning, there were a lot of Fibonacci levels. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it should be a 78.6. Yep, I was not mistaken. This one should be a 50%. No, 50% is not correct. 38.2, yep, 38.2 is the correct one. Okay, yeah, definitely need to move my stop loss a bit higher. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the safe stop loss here. You guys decide where you want to put your stop loss, but ultimately just put it on top of the sell entry, okay? Not too close because there's a possibility that you might get wicked out. Okay, now I'm going to highlight this zone. This is the zone of entry, okay? So anywhere, obviously if you're going in for a sell, the higher you get in, like if you get in the highest part, so I can never pinpoint like an exact number. It's very hard to pinpoint an exact number. I can pinpoint an area of where I think price is going to reverse off. Okay, so usually what number do I get in that area? Let's say I get in at like, let's say my box is from 2000 to 2007. I usually try to meet in the middle. Okay, I try to aim for the highest point to get in on, but sometimes it does, like sometimes I'm impatient and I just get in the middle. So minimally, I try to get in the middle. So in the middle will be about 2004, 2005 if you're aiming for a bit higher. Okay. Next thing is there was a Fibonacci X projection, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I remember there was a 100% Fibonacci projection. And now that I'm looking at the charts for a second time, okay, this is my second time looking at it because, like I said, I already analyzed this once this morning. I now see actually maybe a 61.8%. Let me see. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So reasons for sell. Huge resistance at 2004 area with 3 fib levels. Okay. Three fib levels. So I've got a horizontal overlap. I've got a line. I have a horizontal overlap that lines up with the descending trend line, that lines up with a huge resistance at 204 area, which has 3 fib level. Okay, so lines up, which also lines up. Okay, so that's a lot of reasons to get in for a sell, to be honest. That's very, very strong reasons to get in for a sell. On top of that, if I pull out Ichimoku, if I pull out DMI, both of them are going to say it's a sell. Okay. Okay, cool. So reason 4, Ichimoku, bearish. Reason 5, DMI, bearish. Okay, reason 6. I'll come back to reason 6 in a bit. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Ichimoku. Then this is where things get tricky. Okay, so everything's pointing that it's to a sell, and then I pull out the RSI and I pull out the stochastics. And this is what I see that I don't like. Okay, for stochastics, I'm going to change the setting to 21, 5, and 3. Okay, so first things first, bullish divergence on stochastics. Okay, bullish divergence on RSI. Do you guys see this? If you guys have followed me enough, you guys would have heard this story where I tell you that I did 4 setups, and all 4 setups was like I was so confident with all 4 of my setups. Everything was showing a sell, or everything was showing a buy, and then I lost all 4 trades. All 4 trades hit my stop loss. So later on, when I come back to like review where I went wrong, I pulled out RSI and stochastics, and I noticed that there was actually divergence on all 4 of my setups. Okay, so back then I relied a lot on like trend indicators. So trend indicators are like Bollinger Band, or like Ichimoku, or like all those indicators that are showing you trend. I relied a lot on those, and I rarely looked at stochastics. I came back and I saw that all four pairs actually had stochastics. So actually, all four pairs I could have not lost and I could have saved money. So after that incident, every time that I see a divergence, I immediately will double think my analysis. So I do think that it is a sell. It's just that right now at this current point of time, there is two bullish divergence, which actually I think should not affect the sell. Okay, because if we think about it, a bullish diversion means that there is going to be a trend reversal, right? That is what RSI and stochastic is trying to tell us as traders. That hey, there is possibly going to be a trend reversal. I'm possibly going to move up from here. Okay, technically we do want price to move up because if it moves up, it can move up to our sell entry, trigger our sell entry, and then from there we get in for a sell. So I think if anything, these two bullish divergence is actually working in our favor for our for this setup to work out. Because for my setup to work out, price needs to pull back to 2004. Right now, price is at 1980. That's 24 points away, $24 away from my sell entry. Okay, so these two bullish divergence might work in my favor where it pushes price up. Okay, it pushes price up until price reaches 2004 area, and then from there it reverses. Okay, so I would say I am still confident for this sell. Okay, therefore I'm gonna write here, although there are two bullish divergences, can be used to work in favor of analysis. Okay, so this is exactly how I would do my analysis. I'll go to the charts, look for information, and then with the information I collect, then I decide whether I want to go in for a buy, whether I want to go in for a sell. Okay, so at this point of time, I am biased that it is a sell for gold. Okay, and my entry will be at the 2004 area. Okay, on the count that price even pulls back to 2004. If it pulls up to 2004, I'm going to be ready to be entering for a sell at 2004. Okay, so I hope everyone understood my train of thoughts and how I got to this conclusion of wanting to get in a sell for gold at 2004 area. Cool. Okay. I'm looking back at the chat and seeing what other requests you guys have. USD CHF Samuel, GBP CAD Sanchi, and AUD USD by Joanna. Okay, I don't think I can finish all three. We have 15 minutes left. I can quickly brush through all three and let you know my thoughts on all three, but I probably wouldn't be able to come up with a full analysis on it. Okay, because I think if you were requesting for a particular pair, it's because you already have an idea of where you think a particular pair is going, right? Because if I was the one attending this webinar, I'll only request something that I just want a second opinion. I actually already have an idea of where USD CHF is going. I just want to see what you think, where you think USD CHF is going. Okay, so very, very nice. Let me see what I can gather with USD CHF. Okay, first things first, I do see price moving on a downtrend, a large downtrend. Okay, we're not talking about this tiny one here. I'm talking about just the overall movement of USD CHF. Price is going it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so structure on the long term is definitely um, downtrend. Okay, so structure is definitely downtrend, but let me see like what I can find on like right now. Okay, because a daily time frame is too huge. So it rejected nicely on this area, rejected nicely in this area here. You can see that there was a support here, price bounce. It came back to the same support bounce and then finally rejected. So finally broke out, came back, retested it, and looks like it's on the way down. Okay, so my very vague analysis, okay, very vague analysis is that USD CHF is going down. Okay, this is just from what I gathered from looking at the daily. Okay, but then of course if I go down to the small time frame, I might see different information that might change my mind. Okay, so far still not, my mind's not changed yet because, okay, we are on the 4 hours right now. We are on the 4 hours right now and I see a breakout, right? This is a very clear breakout, right? If anyone sees something else, let me know. But I definitely see this breakout, which gives me even further confirmation that we are right now on the downtrend. Okay, so not only are we on a big downtrend, now even on a small time frame, we are also on a downtrend. So it's just like double downtrend. Nice break on a short-term uptrend. Yep. Thank you, AJ. That means a lot to me. Thanks. Thanks for all the encouragement. Okay. I do think price is going down. Question is, where do you get in for the sell? Okay, so I always say the difference between a good trade, like a very good trader and an amateur, is the amateur and the trader's ability to look for your entry. Okay, so I know it's a sell. I'm biased as a sell. I'm sure some other guy can look at the charts and he will be biased as a sell as well, or whoever. Like 10 people can come here, maybe 8 people will say that. Oh yeah, I can see this. I can see the sell happening. Question is, where do I get in for the sell? Now I am selling. Okay. I hope you were already in the sell and not because you joined my webinar. But I cannot TP. Oh, how come? Why can you not TP? Okay, so I know it's a sell. Let me try to find support resistance. Support resistance is going to be where I think is going to be your entry, stop loss, take profit. Do see this resistance here. Don't love it. Okay, I don't love it. I mean, where do you put your take profit? Okay, so your take profit can be anywhere from here to here to here. Okay, why do I have so many take profits? Because my take profit, my style of trading is that I always get out at the next zone. Okay, so once I have established an area that I'm going to enter, the next zone is where I get out of the trade. My exit is the next zone. I'm not someone who tries to play the entire wave. I only catch small waves. And for me, small waves is enough to make quite a bit of profit. I'm quite happy with my, waves. So give me a sec. Okay, I'm trying to see like very obvious levels here. Okay, this structure is not beautiful, to be honest. Ichimoku not saying much. PMI is showing sell. RSI is showing sell as well, it's showing a breakout as well. RSI is agreeing with this breakout. Okay guys, I'm just gonna quickly give you my conclusion on USD CHF. Okay, bias is sell. Okay, I don't see a clear entry. Okay, you know why I don't see a clear entry? Honestly, the entry could be anywhere. This could be the entry, this could be the sell entry, this could be the sell entry, right? This could be the sell entry. Like what is stopping price from just pulling back to this area and then coming down? Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight like possible areas of sell entry. Okay, let me just change this to sell entry. I'm just gonna put possible area, okay? This could be a possible sell area. Your take profit could be anywhere from here, from here, from here. Okay, so the structure is not very clear, but yeah, basically these are my thoughts on USD CHF. I mean, I would probably wait for pull back to 0.89812 area, and then from there I will consider. Okay, so to give chance to the others that request to look at their charts, I'm gonna leave this here. For those who have been attending webinars, you guys will probably know how to use Fibonacci. Okay, so pull out the Fibonacci and see how many Fibonacci levels lining up in this area. The more Fibonacci levels lining up in this area, the more likely this is going to be a valid sell entry. Okay, I'm not going to do that because we only have 5 more minutes left. I just recently found out that at 1 hour, the YouTube gets cut off. Okay, so far it's been happening the last few webinars. So for the sake of the others, I'm going to go move on and see my thoughts on GBP, CAD for Shanshi, and then AUD USD for Joanna. Okay, remember, go and find the Fibonacci levels on that area. The more levels lining up there, the higher your chance of being able to get in there for a sell entry. Okay, just a very, very quick one. I have 5 more minutes. I can quickly do 2 charts, but it's really just like a brush through of both. Okay, uptrend. Possible uptrend. That channel was just used as a reference. Okay, that was a possible. Okay, even if that was an uptrend, okay, this area, I see confluence here. Okay, I don't like that it's cutting structure, but I don't see anything else other than that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna highlight support and resistance. Honestly, the structure on the 4 hour looks like it's a sell. It looks more like a sell to me than it looks like a buy. On the daily, it looks like it's a buy. Okay, on the daily, it looks like it's moving in an uptrend. Okay, so it like I wouldn't. Hey, we already did gold in the beginning of the webinar. You can scroll back and replay. We already did gold on in the beginning of this webinar. Yep. So little cut through there, but okay. Give me a sec to think about this. I have like, I don't love this chart. I really don't love the chart. It's just like a weak bias of uptrend. Therefore, buy. Okay, I would only enter a buy if it breaks this resistance. Okay, if it breaks this resistance, that's a confirmation for me that it is moving in an uptrend. Right now, like I'm just questioning the structure. It looks kind of like a sell to me. Okay, but like if it breaks this resistance, comes back and retests, I would definitely consider a buy. Okay, the next level you buy it to would be like, then this will be your next resistance. So if you're scalping, this will be a very quick trade. But yeah, that's basically what I have. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go to AUD USD, right? AUD USD, the Aussie dollar. Okay. I highlighted those support and resistance. Price is still moving within the support resistance. Price has not given up moving within that support and resistance. Okay, looks like USD AUD CAD just wants to move sideways. Okay, it looks like AUD CAD wants to move sideways. So I mean, this is just a very low probability setup, okay? Low probability bias. I think it's gonna continue moving sideways, and if it reaches like somewhere close to this area, I would consider getting in for a buy. Consider getting in for a buy, but the probability looks very bad. Okay, I don't have reasoning. Like, you know how I said everything in trading has reason and logic of why you get in for a buy or sell. I think it's gonna be a buy, but my logic is very like, it's a very silly logic. Just because price has been moving within this support and resistance, so I think it's gonna continue moving within the support and resistance. I would not get into this trade. Why? Because that is not a strong enough reason for me to get into a trade. Okay? Usually for me, I need a lot of reasons. I need like reason number one, blah, blah, blah. Reason number two, blah, blah, blah. I need like so many reasons to convince myself that, yep, this trade is worth taking. You can get in for a buy here. You can try to like wait for price and then bounce back from here because that's what it's been doing, right? It's just been like hovering sideways within this range of area. Okay, you can try to do that, but for me, that's not a good enough reason to get in for a buy. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks, guys, for joining. Yeah, thanks, guys, for joining. Take care. I will see you guys next week, maybe. I don't know, maybe last minute they get me to do the webinar again. I think they only asked me like yesterday or the day before, like, hey, can you take the Monday's webinar? It initially wasn't supposed to be me. I think it was supposed to be someone else. It was supposed to be Des, I think, and then he got busy. So If next Monday they don't call me, that means this is my last webinar with you guys and I'm going for maternity. So take care, everyone. I hope you guys become very profitable in trading. I hope you make lots of profits. I hope you retire and live